Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. I did remember the name this time. See, I was just a little bit tired yesterday. But this episode is brought to you by abrillianttribe.com. Check us out. That's where we help you grow your business, all different levels, or even businesses in general. I mean, we help Follow a Boss. We've helped Lofty, RedX. We've helped a lot of different companies. So if you need help, let me know. Now, let's talk about processes. Yesterday, we talked about me helping out an agent trying to break into a luxury market. And so one of the key pieces I left out, which I touched on a little bit, was the website. But more importantly, I want to focus in on the process. Like, what processes do you have in place once you get a client? And I'll explain. If your number one source of business comes from past clients. Now think of it for you. Where does your number one source of business come from? Past clients? Does it come from your sphere? Does it come from social? Does it come from online leads, mailers, open houses? Think about it. Now that you've thought about it, now I want you to think part two to this. Do you have a process in place for dripping them, nurturing them long term? Like, what happens after you connect with them? What happens after they become a past client? What happens after they are placed into your sphere? What happens after they're referred to you? What happens after you get them as an online lead? What happens after an open house? I need you to go through this and say, okay, got it. I know what's going to happen by email. Here is the email process. And by the way, here's a big cheat. You jump onto ChatGPT and you have a big leg up saying, hey, create an email drip. Now, what happens by text? Automated text, right? Well, go into ChatGPT. Now, what happens by voicemail or calls? What are some great conversations that we can have with whoever it is, past clients, sphere, open house people, so forth and so forth. The point is, wherever your business is coming from, you've got to have a nurture plan that's in place. Because once that's in place, you're going to be able to now go to the next source, right? If you've got past clients as number one and your next source, let's say, is open houses, then you can duplicate and say, God, did I understand what I did so well here? There was a great response. I'm going to now create a nurture plan for open house leads. And when they convert now to clients, great, I'll shift them over to whatever's next. The point is, you've got to start somewhere. And I want you to start this week. If you need an example, and of course I always have examples, I've got a 3-year nurture plan for Sphere. I believe it's Sphere. I have to take a look. It is Sphere. It's 3 years. Message me if you need it on Instagram. I will send it over to you. Have an awesome day.